ask that everyone please stand at this time. At this time, we invite you to begin saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Arms. Colors. Post.
Good morning to everyone who is here for this very special morning. Very big congratulations to our class here. We welcome you all this morning to this graduation. Right now, we would like to welcome up to the stage Simeon Williams for our invocation.
Let us bow our heads in prayer, please. Dear Lord, we thank you for this wonderful day that you have blessed us with these young recruits that are going out in the field, Lord, to serve the public. We ask that you protect them, have your hedge of protection around them as they serve the community, and that their families and friends give them the support they need throughout their careers. We also ask that you bless our fire and EMS personnel throughout this great country. We ask that you bless everyone here today to make it home safely. Lord, we ask this in your holy name. Amen.
All right, at this time, everyone, please have a seat and relax and be prepared to enjoy a wonderful and very special morning. Again, welcome to this special graduation ceremony. I'm Harriet Wallace. I'm a reporter at Fox 17 News. I'm on shift right now, but I said I've got to get away for this honor, and I count it as an honor. And 7 years ago, I'll just say, there's a time, it was around 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a scream from my mother, and we didn't know what was going on. And, you know, my father's body went limp. He couldn't speak. And we were afraid, and it turns out Daddy had a stroke. And of course, we called 911, and guess who showed up? And Daddy is still alive today and is doing well, and it is because of the bravery, the courage, and the ability of those who are here and pledged to protect us that my father is okay. So I don't take it lightly that I'm here this morning. This is not just a speaking engagement. This is a very special moment in my life as well. And I thank you all for having me today. So with that said, we're about to move forward with our program right now. And I want to invite up the Chief of Training, Chief Scott Lively.
Good afternoon. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time out of your day, your busy day, to share in such really a special moment for us in the city. It's a culmination of a lot of hard work, perseverance, and really just a large step in joining the proud family of the Nashville Fire Department. Let me just give a heartfelt thank you to Mayor Briley for your unwavering commitment to public safety, and to Chief Swan and the senior staff of the Nashville Fire Department for providing the Fire Academy with really all the resources and tools that we need to do what we do and bring us here today and carry out our such a momentous job. It really shows the dedication that you have for the citizens of Nashville and Davidson County, and really to the Nashville Fire Department as we welcome the men and women of 79 into the family. A big thank you to the Shriners Temple for being so gracious and allowing us to use such a wonderful facility on this special day in the lives of Battalion 79. The Nashville Fire Department is steeped in more than 158 years of tradition, and a rich tradition at that. And I sat here and I watched the honor guard, and I watched the guidon, I watched the pipe and drum corps, and all three really have their roots deep in the military, but they're here today to represent the newness of the men and women of Battalion 79. The flag before you, the battalion flag, it's handmade and original. There'll never be another one like it. The bearer was chosen by the leadership. The guidon was always out front, and as a point of pride, and really symbolically as a rallying point to continue on when the ordinary couldn't. Today, it officially has been retired and will hang on display in the halls of the Nashville Fire Academy, representing the hard work, commitment, and determination of the men and women of 79. I say to the one chosen to bear that guidon, job well done, Bledsoe. You led from the front of this battalion as a point of pride. and honor and integrity, and your dedication never wane. Also, let me recognize another individual that I think proudly represented their classmates from the front of the line, Battalion 79 President Peary. It's been said that leaders aren't chosen. Thank you. It's been said that leaders aren't chosen, they just rise to the top. And you did just that. It sometimes is a thankless position and carries extra responsibilities for me. But you led from the front and never complained from day one. And I'm very proud of your service to this battalion, and I'm excited to see what your career has in store for you. You know, every guidon and every team throughout history wouldn't have been successful without the guidance and the leadership of the cadre. And the Nashville Fire Academy is no different. The cadre of instruction at the Academy represents over 175 years of combined experience in the most advanced firefighting and EMS knowledge available. I count the staff as among the highest skilled instructors in the industry, as they really make it possible for all of us to be here today. So let me proudly introduce and ask to stand the entire staff of the Nashville Fire Academy. Thank y'all. I see several current and retired firefighters here today in attendance, and I think it really speaks to the importance that they place in this day as we welcome our newest NFD family members into our department. Let me just say thank you. I tried to get around and thank everyone, but just let me say thank you for being a part of this day and just sharing this momentous occasion with Battalion 79. So in closing, let me just wrap it up by saying to the families that gathered here today for 79, I just want to say thank you for your sacrifice. It's a big undertaking for you, and I always tell the recruits on day one to put your life on hold, and that requires the family to kind of put things in perspective and put things on hold and kind of pull up the reins and take this thing forward, because life continues to roll. But when they make this commitment, it just really is a reflection of the sacrifice that the families give. So I always like to say that you two, the families are a member of the fire department family now, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of. You know, behind every great public servant is a strong network of those that love and care for us most, and that's you. Your strength becomes our strength, and our reward becomes your reward, so thank you. Lastly, to you, Battalion 79, I say, job well done. Through over 1,000 hours and several months of training, you gave unselfishly to become a part of something much larger than yourself. And by doing so, you etched your name into the 158 proud years of the history of the Nashville Fire Department. Use this day as not an end to your training, but as a segue to the beginning of something, a journey that you will become future leaders within this department. Now, let me introduce someone that I call friend and I think best exemplifies what a leader represents. Director Chief of the Nashville Fire Department, Will Swan.
All right. So I would like to say good morning and welcome to the graduation for Battalion 79. And we are joined by a number of esteemed guests from our Mayor, David Briley, members of Metro Council. Are there any members of Metro Council here? Could you please stand, please? I want to recognize you guys, if anybody. But the council really supports our department, always supportive, and we appreciate them. But also we have members, both active and retired, of the fire department. I want to thank you guys for being here. Mark Young, our union president, other department head and leaders, so many family members and guests and people that we should recognize. I want to thank Harriet from Fox 17 for actually emceeing this program. Again, just want to take the time out to thank everybody for coming down here, taking time out of their life to celebrate with us this grand occasion. So Battalion 79, today you are embarking on something that is a lot bigger than me or you. Today you're graduating from the Nashville Fire Department Training Center and becoming full-fledged members of the Nashville Fire Department family. You sit here, your hearts are pounding with excitement and a little apprehensive about the upcoming days that you have, yet enthused about your new assignments. Well, I ask that you hold on to that feeling because you're going to need it. It will drive you to success, and it'll have you where you'll never call this an occupation or a job. It truly is a calling. Well, as chief of the department, I really cannot give you any words that will help you do your tasks as a firefighter or being a great EMT that you haven't already been given by this great instructor corps that's been set up at the training center under the leadership of Scott Lively. And I want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for the great job that you've done. Therefore, I will give you just a few words of wisdom that will carry you through your new journey and also through your walk of life. Number one, be comfortable in your own skin. Everyone must know their limitations. Know your flaws and then do everything you can do to improve them. Learn from your failures or bad experience and never repeat them. Appreciate what you have and never compare yourself to others. This is the first step of being happy. There is only one you, and God made it that way. Try to see the positive in every situation. I didn't say every situation is positive. You will always run into unfortunate situations in life, and especially in the new calling that you're in now. You can choose to feel sad, annoyed, angry, stressed about the situation, or you can turn it around and try to focus on the positive. And let go of the need to always be in control. Control makes you feel secure because no one can do it like you. Well, I'll say instead of being in control, be under control of something greater than you. The world is getting smaller, and Nashville's a melting pot of diverse people. When we get to learn about others and respect our similarities and our differences, we get to learn so much more about the world and about ourselves. And this helps us grow so we won't be stagnant. We should embrace our differences, not be afraid of them, and we should never judge a person on the first impression, which is often how we do it, and it's often how she or he looks. Taking time to get to know a person within is far better indicator of that person, so we do not prejudge them. This is a big one for me because living in the moment. I truly believe the reasons that little kids and happy couples on that first date are happy because they live in the moment. They focus on they focus on what is happening in front of them and pay close attention to that person, place, or thing in front of them. So take the time to be happy. We have stressors and worries. We worry about our future, about our career, health, our finances, our fitness. We worry about people we love, and we worry because we're scared. However, worrying doesn't make anything better. Stop worrying and start planning taking actions, and setting goals. And last, stand firmly in your beliefs, your morals, and your ethics. They make up who you are, and guard your name because it precedes you. You are Nashville Fire, no matter where you are or what you are wearing. Never forget that. And I know you may think, well, what does this have to do with being on the fire department? And I will say it has everything to do with this great department, because you will be dealing with people. And most of the time, it's when their lives are upside down. Let's face it, you will see some great things, and you will see some things that's not so great. You can possibly see more traumatic instances in one shift than the average person sees their whole life. And usually, people find what they're looking for. I just want you to always look for the positive. You've made it, and remember this day. And in the future, when you're facing challenges, you can conquer it. So Battalion 79, congratulations, and welcome to the Nashville Fire Department family. Now please join me in giving a well-deserving welcome for our mayor, who in times that are not ideal always look for the positives and believes in the fire department. He is a proven leader, and I truly appreciate him. So please help me welcome the Honorable David Briley.
When the chief was talking about know your limitations, I think he was talking to me. I don't know. Thank you, Chief Swan and Training Chief Scott Lively. I thank you very much for everything you've done and for bringing this class to fruition. Before I say anything specifically to the class, I have to admit I was never a particularly good student. And when I was in college, I don't know, for the first 2 years, I would wake up in the middle of a dream that someone had realized I had never graduated from high school. And I was back in high school in the middle of a high school class. And so to Battalion 79, I hope that none of you wake up in the fire hall in the coming months with some sort of bizarre dream that you actually have not graduated from the academy. You're graduating today. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I'm going to be brief. My sense of the profession which you're undertaking is that it is probably one of the biggest privileges that the city bestows on people. There are very few opportunities in our community where we ask people to go participate in a daily activity where they're going to have, by design, the opportunity to save someone else's life. We have designed a profession in our community, in our culture, where we pay people to go save people's lives. I really have a hard time identifying any greater privilege a human being could have than to save somebody else's life, right? And every year we'll acknowledge the many instances where that takes place. So this graduation is really about bestowing a privilege on the men and women sitting in front of us. It's my sense as well that when we just bestow these privileges as a culture, as a city, the bigger the privilege, the bigger the sacrifice. So if we're going to give you a privilege, we're going to ask you to sacrifice to give it to have it bestowed upon you. So as we bestow the privilege, we ask you to sacrifice. And it's not just the sacrifice of putting your life on the line, it's bigger. We know that. It's a sacrifice that the 6 months you put in so far to get ready, we know you're the ones who are ready. You've sacrificed so far. And you're not going to live a typical work experience with your family. We know it's going to be different than it is for everybody else. We're asking you to sacrifice. But I think it's a pretty good trade. I mean, I think you're going to see that over the years, as you serve your community, the privilege of serving is really going to pay you back. And that's why so many people want to be firefighters. I mean, because I think people see that, and why we hold you in such high esteem as a city, as a culture, because we know that you're going to reward us. The privilege of putting you in the position you're in is going to be met with sacrifice. And so you're the ones that we have picked. You're the ones who've made it through. Not everyone will. Not everyone will be picked. Not everyone will make it through. And we thank you for your sacrifice as a community. We congratulate you on completing. And we know that the privilege that's being bestowed upon you will be met with an appropriate sacrifice. Thank you very much, and congratulations upon your completion.
Our recruit training program is the epitome of the team concept. The men and women on our streets today representing the Nashville Fire Department respond as a team, and it's how we train at the Nashville Fire Academy. But today, if you will allow us, the Academy staff would like to point out a few of those that have really set themselves apart individually. When you hear your name, please come forward. The Fitness Award signifies not usually the most athletic, but the one who has undergone the greatest transformation to be where they're at today. Our daily PT program is rigorous, job-specific, and very intense. The Fitness Award for Battalion 79 goes to Curtis McDuffie. Come forward. The award for Esprit de Corps, which literally means the spirit of the body, encompasses the heartbeat and the pulse of the group, and really represents the camaraderie and the soul of the battalion. I'm proud to say the award for Esprit de Corps for Battalion 79 is Tanner Hale. And finally, Class Valedictorian. This award represents a combined score for not only an intense emergency medical technician course that literally condenses a college course into a matter of weeks, but also a level of Firefighter 2 training with hazmat operations, swift water training, high-angle training, and a plethora of other certifications. The award for Class Valedictorian for Battalion 79 with a cumulative grade point average of 98, Brad Hopkins. All right, so I ask Mayor Briley, Chief Swan, and Chief Henderson, and Harriet to come forward for the presentation of certificates and badges.
All right. The moment we're waiting on, all that hard work. Again, a very special day. We know that everybody is ready to see their loved one receive their certificate here after so much dedication. We will be calling their names. And I know y'all want to yell and clap and scream and take your pictures. That's all right. We just ask that you keep it a little bit at a minimum so everyone can have their name heard. All right. Okay, first we have, in the class of 2018, from Battalion 78, LaTroy Bozeman. From Battalion 79 now, first we have Hunter Allison. Next, we have Lester Blanton, Jr. Kevin Bledsoe, Jr. John Castile. Brennan Christman. Kenneth Dow. Buford Duke. Joseph Fedden, Jr. Tanner Hale. Bradley Hopkins. Gregory Long. Joseph Mangrum. Joshua McDowell. I think all of Nashville is here for that one. All right. Curtis McDuffie. William Murray. Richard Peary. Aaron Sims. Tyler Stribling. Jared Sullivan. Shane Viverett. Candace Warren. John Whedon. Shannon Wells. There's gonna be some good cookouts tonight. I hear the celebration. Joshua Wilson. Last but certainly not least, Donald Young III. All right. Everyone, give them a round of applause very quickly. Very big honor for sure. Many of you all are proud. We have one more step, a little bit of a formality here. We've got to now have up our Mayor Briley to administer the oath.
Y'all ready? Okay. Please state after me. I state your name. Do swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of Tennessee. And support the Constitution and laws thereof. And that I will, to the best of my skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office assigned in the Fire Department in and for Nashville, Davidson County. Okay, I don't know. Let's break that in half. How do you say? A little humor, that helps. Execute the office assigned in the Fire Department. Execute the office assigned in the Fire Department. In and for Nashville, Davidson County. In and for Nashville, Davidson County. According to the Constitution of this state. According to the Constitution of this state. I now acknowledge you as members of Battalion 79. You are now firefighters in Nashville, Davidson County. Congratulations.
All right, I may sign up for class. I got pumped just in that moment. Again, a very big congratulations to you all. We are so excited for you and thankful for your commitment to serving the city and for protecting our lives in the way of risking your own. And we don't take that lightly. Also, what I don't take lightly, I'm not shy. Any celebrations, feel free to invite me, because I feel like there are going to be some good cookouts. Olive Garden is going to be packed. We do thank you. I do also want to thank the CEO of the city, Mayor David Briley, for being here today. Also for Chief Swan for your dedication and your work. Chief Lively for his work. I know he's your chief of training here. And then one more person, if you will, that sometimes we forget to acknowledge. Could the family of those who have graduated, the wives, the husbands, the mothers, the fathers, the children, can you please give yourselves a round of applause for your support? She stood up in the back. She said, no, I'm not sitting there. I'm going to give my recognition. All right. It's not easy. Job well done. Oh, look, I'm a hashtag, check my Twitter. All right. Again, thank you to everyone. Do want to invite everyone. We will be having pictures taken, I believe, right here. Over by the badge in the back. We thank you. Everyone be blessed. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Congratulations. We are proud. Be safe.